Welcome to Secondary Voices and Topics from today's high school students.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kason's Corner. This is the podcast that I started a while ago, and that I haven't even been doing consistently. I'm Kason, obviously, and today I'm doing a book report. I read a book recently, and this podcast is about that, and maybe some other stuff if I decide to talk about myself. So, the book I read was Of Mice and Men. It's a pretty popular one. And, I read it. It's a good book. If I had to rate it on Kason's scale of books, I'd put it at like a 7 probably. 7 out of 10. Maybe 9. Maybe like 8. Maybe like 7. I don't know. It's a good book. However, it is kind of boring and slow sometimes, which is kind of an issue, but like, every book is boring and slow. Anyway, yeah, so Of Mice and Men, if you don't know what it is, it's about two guys in the American Midwest. Well, I guess not really Midwest, but in the American, America in like the 1700s or something like that. No, 1800s? I don't know, 1900s? At some point in time. And they're working on like a farm. And I recommend you read it if you haven't. But most people probably have. But yeah, that's my book report. Time to talk about myself. So I don't know if I told you listeners about the D&D campaign I'm in, but I made a character named Falgar, who's a half-orc wizard, and he's super cool. And today I found an imp friend who can also cast pyromancy magic, which is the magic Falgar uses. And it's really sweet. And it's like if you ever play like games like Overwatch, or it's the only game I know that has ultimates actually. Paladins. It's like you can only use it like once every 3 turns, but it's like basically a free fireball. It's really cool. He's a really cool creature, and I named him Greg Han the Third. Because it's funny. Oh, some sad news. My Xbox broke recently, so I haven't even been able to play any of my favorite games. So basically, what I've been doing is I have been, when I get home from school, I have 2 options. I either play on my Xbox 360, which, I mean, that's always a good option, or what else do I do? Sleep. Or I watch a show or something. Speaking of shows, I've been watching Konosuba. I don't know if anybody listening has ever watched it, but season 3 is coming out, so I decided to rewatch season 1 and 2. And it's interesting. I don't think I would ever recommend Konosuba to anybody. But then again, I mean, if you're coming to me for advice on watching shows, then you're at the wrong place. Anyway. I wonder how many people would actually watch an episode about me just talking about myself for like 10 minutes. I feel like most wouldn't. I think that's kind of boring. I don't really do a lot with my life. Well, Ooh, somebody moved into the basement today. I live in the basement. That's my living situation. I'm like a little gremlin, live in the dark. But my mom is getting remarried soon, and well, her boyfriend's or fiance's son moved in with us, and he decided to live in the basement, and it's pretty chill. He's a cool dude. He had a lot of stuff though. He had a lot of possessions. He likes painting. That's cool. I asked if maybe one time he wanted to go painting with me, and he was like, "Sure, sounds awesome." I was like, "Wow, that's so sick. What a cool fella." Oh, and this weekend I am going camping with them. Them as in stepbrother and I guess technically stepdad almost. That's gonna be fun. It's supposed to be thunderstormy this weekend though, so I'm hopefully, it isn't that bad. Hopefully we can stay out there for a while and hang out and talk and do some manly stuff like banging rocks together and starting fires and having marshmallows and s'mores. All the manly stuff that you do as a man of my status. I say my status, but I'm not particularly manly. I don't suppose I have anything else I have to talk about today on Kason's Corner. But thank you for joining me in my corner. And, suppose I'll talk to you all y'alls next time. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Secondary. If you enjoy this content, then please, by all means, share it out. Subscribe to us on Spotify and all the other platforms where you listen to your podcast. Until the next episode, we'll see you then.